am I doing? Questions I ask myself all the time. What am I doing on a live also? What am I doing? Okay, so anyway, I'm Dora. I am on a rebounder. That is. It's thinking of bouncy, 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 bouncy. And yeah, I probably should take my little unicorn slippers off because it's winter here in Australia, so it's a bit cold on the floors. So anyway, hey Mike, how you going? Seen one of these before, Mike? I don't know. Can you actually see this? I don't know. Let's see if I can. Can you see the floor? There we go. That's probably better. What am I doing? I just opened the live with, who am I and what am I doing? And what am I doing on a live? So I bought myself a new toy. This is my new toy. Can you see it? I can bounce, I can jump. Probably not so high because right next to me is like a cabinet full of like wine glasses and beer mugs. So if I bounce too hard, that's going to go crumbling on the ground. So that's probably not a good idea. But I'm not using it to bounce. Oh, shit. Now the robot wants to go off. Okay. Give me a minute, okay? I need to turn Mr. Vacuum off.
Paused.
Okay, I'm back. Yes, so anyway, I bought myself a new toy because, do you know much about rebounders, Mike? Let's go with that. Do you know much about rebounders? And I'm not selling them, I'm not sponsored. I'm just being me, random. That's what I do. So, if you don't know much about them, they're just like a mini trampoline, right? The new ones have got these bars at the front. And I've been meaning to get one because they're really good for lymphatic movement. I don't know if you know much about that, about lymphatic. It's good. It's for males and females, right? Is like when you move, like we've got a whole lymph, nodes all through our bodies, and we're supposed to move them in the morning. And jumping is like the easiest way to move them. So I normally in the morning do this tapping stuff. Like I do this thing. This is what I do. I go do 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 do. Probably more than diddle do do. I do about 10 of these things. Then I slap my face a little bit. Then you go under the arms, because these are where all the lymph nodes are, right? And then you got one in your stomach. Oh, and if you're watching this thinking she's like, this person you're watching is like exercise guru, don't flip off, keep going, because I'm not. And then, okay, you're watching, guys. You rub your little groiny area because that's where your lymph nodes are, right? It's not dirty, okay? And then your knees, because you've got lymphs built on your knees too. And then I do my arms here. And then you kind of do this. But I do that on the ground normally. So this trampoline is the same thing, but you're not having to do all the tapping. And if you do like this, okay, if I take my jumper off. Okay, let me make sure I don't take my shirt off. That would be a bit bad. Okay, so if I just go like this, because like, okay, I'm just gonna say, women have tuck shop arms, these things. So, like if you go like this, I don't know if you can see this, that's actually working that. So, like I'm gonna have guns, man, guns. And that's all I need to do. Nothing simple, I mean, nothing hard. It's like so cool. So yeah, this is my new routine. Obviously it's not gonna take away from my walking routine. I love my walking, but look, I'm not getting any younger. People keep on reminding me that this. I don't think that, but apparently my knees tell me this, that, I can't be just walking all the time. Because like walking, even though it's low impact on your body, and I love hiking, but, I've got one dodgy knee. Hey, Vicky, how you going? Have you had one of these, Vicky? I bet you've got one of these. Like Vicky, so Mike Adventurous Sparks is Mike from Minnesota, and this is Aging on Your Own Terms is my friend Vicky. And Vicky's channel is all about women owning their life and their age. And she probably looks at me and goes, "You are an idiot, Dora." But anyway, she doesn't, I'm sure she doesn't say that, but she probably laughs at me a lot. She's got a rowing machine. Okay, but you've heard about these rebounders, because you don't actually have to, like, all you need to do is like this. That little movement on your legs is really good for you. For lymphatic movement. And of course I like to jump. That noise in the background is Diego renovating the house. I can't do much jumping right this minute because I'm right next to a cabinet full of wine glasses and stuff, so that would be bad. It'll come crashing down. But I just bought this 2 days ago and I just really wanted to get on it. So they recommend that you do this every day. And as simple as this, literally toe taps. So what does Vicky say here? "I never said anything negative about you. You are awesome." Oh, I know, Vicky. You know I was just being sarcastic. That's what we are like. We're sarcastic. Yeah, so Vicky, Mike is my mate. He does ventures in Minnesota. He loves fishing. Loves fishing. And what did I say the other day? I was watching a channel, Mike. The problem is I watch a lot of channels, so then I get mixed up with a lot of other stuff. Anyway, he does lots of adventures, Vicky, okay? And Vicky's channel, Mike, what would Mike be attracted to with Vicky's channel? Well, you know what? Mike, have you been to Alaska? Because Vicky just did a whole series on Alaska. She did a cruise with her husband and went up to Alaska and had an amazing time. Did one of those little cruises, not the big ones with like 1 million people. So that was an interesting series. Why I love Vicky is Vicky tells us about things that we should do. Like, for example, think about your estate planning. So that's something I should think about a lot. So the more I look at Vicky's channel, the more I go, shit, I need to do something about my life, like wills, power of attorneys. So Vicky looks after her mother-in-law. Her mother-in-law is, what's her name? What is your mother's name? Your mother-in-law's name? I don't know. But, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's a really nice name. But anyway, she looks after her mother's affairs. So when they went on holidays, it was quite a big deal to leave their mother-in-law because, just to be away, and that caused a lot of stress. But anyway, she needed that break. So anyway, what I'm saying is Vicky's got a really good channel. So people, if they're caring for their parents or caring for their own ability to age, basically, you should look at Vicky's channel, because she'll give you hints on things that you should be probably thinking about, like estate planning. In Australia, we call it wills. Power of attorney. So like, for example, if your mother, for example, my mother is 75 years old. So because of Vicky, I got my mum to, hey, Doran, I got my mum to organise a power of attorney. So that was because of you, Vicky. So just saying. So YouTube is a wealth of information. Obviously, I didn't know Vicky till I started. Well, I met Vicky when I did a 30-day video challenge, and that's how I met the source, which is Doran. So we all did the 30-day challenge together. There's a whole lot of group of us doing it. So so interesting, because that's what I've learnt from Vicky is basically I organised my mum to be, so I'm her power of attorney, so that if something happens to her, especially in Australia here, let me just turn this up. I'm going to have a bad neck. Especially in Australia, like, I don't know if it's the same overseas, but if you don't have a will, so my mum has a will, that's first of all, but if my mum is sick, for example, and she gets into hospital, and if she's not dying, but she's not well, that she can't go back to her house, the public trustee in Australia can actually come and sell my mum's farm and then pay for her to go to a nursing home, even though she's got family. So this has happened in Australia. There's a couple of cases. So basically the public trustee are a government organisation that basically can literally suck away all your money with fees, and then they claim they look after your family member. But if you have a power of attorney in place, I become that person that can go, hey, my mum is not well. Yes, she's in hospital. She can come back to my house, or we can go to a nursing home. I can then organise my mum's house to get sold or not sold or whatever. But very important. And Vicky, that was because of you. So anyway, thank you, Vicky. So anyway, back to what I'm doing here. Oh, hello. Oh, look, I'm also a bit blind. So, and because I'm jumping on this thing, so what I was just trying to say to Mike when everyone kind of joined. So Vicky's got, that happened to my uncle. Urge people to be estate planning to protect themselves. So yeah, as I said, so like I just said, Vicky helped me so much with that. So thank you, Vicky. So if that is at all interests you about looking after your inheritance or your own like looking after your estates for your children or your grandchildren, you should definitely check out Aging on Your Own Terms with Vicky. That is actually your name. Let me just make you a moderator so that you can actually, I'll make a few of you a moderator so you can actually, well, sorry, I'm a bit blind here, guys. I'm running riot here. Never a good thing. So, Vicky, I'd love you to just put your link to one of your videos or something in the chat, because I just think whoever's watching this, if they can get, an inkling of, something out of your channel, because like I said, I'm in Australia, we have completely different rules, but it's kind of the same kind of thing. Like estate planning is wills here in Australia. If you're in the UK, I don't know what you call it over there. If you're in Asia, I don't know what you call it over there either. But, looking after your family's money or your own money, if you're going to pass away or if you were incapacitated. So anyway, I'm not talking about that stuff today. I'm really just having a chat. So yesterday, guys, I went to, so I'm based in north of Brisbane, so in Australia. So the state of Queensland has a big show, just like I'm sure if you guys are in, so the source is in Maui, Vicky is in somewhere in America. I think she's in the middle somewhere. I don't think she's on the coastline. Vicky, tell me where you're from, and I'm not sure. Mike is from Minnesota. I'm sure you have a Minnesota show, right? It's a big show. Or in your area, you have a show. So anyway, over the next 10 days, we've got the ECA, which is called the Brisbane Exhibition. We shorten everything to ECA. So it's basically the Brisbane show where you're in Southern California. Okay. All right. So we're it's a big show. I'm going to say that, big show. It's massive, massive. I was there for 12 hours yesterday. So yeah, I'm absolutely hammered. And I have to do that again today. So it's part of my work is I took some young adults to that show. I've done it for the last couple of years. Normally I take 4 young adults with disabilities. That's part of my role, is that I motivate young adults to want to work that have disabilities. So part of my role is to make sure that, they're socialised, they can catch public transport, give them some soft skills so that they can actually gain work in the workforce, gain jobs in the workforce, have skills in the workforce. So anyway, long story short, I left home at 9:45 in the morning. I got home at 11:30 p.m. last night. So yes, it was a long day. I feel like I have a bit of a headache. No, not really. I'm fine. It is 20 to 10 a.m. now here on Friday morning. And hey, Sandra, how you going? And hey, Kathleen, we need to talk. Nothing bad. But yeah, we need to sort out some stuff. So Kathleen and I know I'm going off topic, guys. Kathleen and I, so Kathleen's place is Kathleen. She's from Saskatchewan, and I'm not saying that right, but she's from Canada, a place called Saskatchewan. I don't know, something like that. I just like to say it. And we're doing a live tomorrow. We're doing a live Canadian time, 7 p.m. Depends on where you are in Canada or in the Northern Hemisphere. It could be 5 o'clock, it could be 6 o'clock, it could be 7 o'clock, it could be 8 o'clock at night on Friday night. So just think Friday night, okay? And then in Brisbane or Australia, Southern Hemisphere, where I am, so in Brisbane time, 11 a.m. on Saturday morning. We're doing a live together. We did a live 2 weeks ago, and we did a art and chat talk. So I love to do watercolors when I travel normally. So I'd like to do more of watercolors when I'm at home. So Kathleen got me back into that. sorry, while I'm talking, I need to be bouncing. That's the whole idea of this thing that I'm on. So that's just a bit of a plug. So Kathleen's just put that in there. So yeah, we're doing a live. So if you'd like to join in that. So Kathleen's got a whole lot of questions ramped up to ask me about who I am and just funny questions, basically. It's not going to be on my channel. It's going to be on Kathleen's channel. So after this, Kathleen and I are going to sort that out and put that, schedule that so that it's on Kathleen's channel. A lot of you guys follow Kathleen anyway, but I will share it on my community post so that you guys can see it. Then you can go on to, you can click on the scheduled live and be notified when it comes on, if that's what you want to do. Well, it doesn't matter. So anyway, guys, I am bouncing. I don't know if you've seen, hey, Kathleen, have you seen one of these before? Let me just wreck my neck again for a second. Let me show you what I'm bouncing on. So yeah, I am on a mini trampoline and I can't bounce too hard because I'm literally in my lounge room or dining room next to a whole cabinet of wine glasses. So that's the bit of shaking. But the whole idea of these things and the why I bought it was because I do a lot of walking and I do a lot of hiking. Hiking can be pretty hardcore on your knees, and this particular knee, I have an issue with. I haven't actually told anyone this. Well, I mean, I have, but I actually have got diagnosed with osteoporosis, but severe on the left leg. I used to play a lot of tennis when I was younger, hence why I have a tennis skirt on at the moment. There's a reason for that one in a second. But I used to play a lot of tennis and I used to fall over a lot. So I'm very lanky. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm quite tall. Not that I'm kind of hunched over at the moment, trying to look at the camera. But I actually have permanent scars on my knees because I used to fall over. I'm like a lanky girl. I used to just, as a teenager, fall over all the time. So apparently, I had an injury and I played a lot of tennis. So I probably played tennis with the injured leg, knee, and that's caused drama on my knee. So anyway, long story short, it's not that bad because I still, obviously I do lots of hiking and I just did a 30-kilometer walk, which is 18 miles for mental health. So yeah, it's a rebounder. So basically, this is as simple as it can be. Why I've got my tennis skirt on, because I'm not showing up my skirt, okay, guys? But like these are like little bike pants, right? But like these are really good for us. Like it's going to help me with I've got a bit of cellulite here. But you can see, like if I was bouncing on the ground, I wouldn't get that much jigger. That's what you want, the jigger. Jigger. And like, for example, this stuff, the tuck shop arms, if I go like this, right, if I'm just bouncing like this, you can see it jigging. So anyway, long story short, let me just get this back up because I don't want to bounce like that. That's better. So I'm going to be bouncing like this just while I talk to you guys. Looking cross-eyed like this because I can't see properly. I do have my glasses. I could wear my glasses, but why? Oh, yeah, I could wear my glasses. Your dad used to sell them in the 80s. Yeah, Kathleen, add the link in here. Perfect, there you go. So guys, that's the link to the live on Friday evening, Saturday morning in Australia time. So yeah, so that's why I'm not going for a walk this morning to do a live. I didn't go to Pilates. Normally I do Pilates on a Friday morning. And then I go do a walk on the beach where I take you for my walk. But I decided I'm not doing a walk this morning because, as I said, I think I did 20,000 steps yesterday. So that's a lot of steps. And today I'm taking another guy. So yesterday, normally I take 4 clients to the show. One was a little bit sick. He was kind of nearly okay, but didn't want to go yesterday because he was still a bit sick. So he wanted to still go because he got a ticket. So we're going today. So long story short, I'm going to be doing lots and lots of walking today. So I'm just going to do a gentle bounce on here. And there's many other reasons why you should get a rebounder, just for women, just saying. And I think you kind of can fill in the gaps. So yeah, so for women, really good for you. And I'm going to be using them a lot. I'm probably going to move it outside But like I said, I got excited the other night when I bought it and I put it together. Also, I should say Diego put it together. And then Diego said, you do realise that this is not going to be able to move into a bedroom or like out of the way, basically. Because it's like, why do you want the rebounder in the middle of the like the dining room? I'm like, yeah, okay. I just want to, I was excited. I just wanted to use it. Are you jumping on a cucumber right now? Yeah, sure, mate. Move away. Let's get rid of Peter because he's being a bit dirty. So, yeah. So anyway, I actually really like it. But yeah, as I said, you know how I love to do the jumping for joys on the beach. But there's so many other benefits. Like it's really good for our lymphatic, like to, move everything around. And yeah, stay tuned. Apparently also really good for shaping the face. I have quite a chubby face. I don't know if you've noticed that. I blame it on my aunties always going like this as a little child. They were like fully going like this the whole time. So I've got rosy cheeks and then they're chubby cheeks too. So if I start losing a bit of weight, yeah, they go down a little bit, but yeah, don't overdo it. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm just gently just bouncing. Hey, Deb, how you going? So am I selling? Should I give you my code? Hey, so guys, I actually got this from Kmart. It cost me $69. You can get expensive ones too, but I just thought, okay, I'll just put it out there. Most of us women will buy an exercise machine and then we'll use it as a coat hanger. Like we'll just chuck a jumper over it, right? Pretty much, yeah. That's what they call like a treadmill or a cross trainer. I've got a few of them downstairs too, and I do use them, but I'd rather go out and exercise outside. But I think that's why I bought a cheap one. I just thought, you know what, let's just get a cheap one. And I thought if Kmart's got one for $70, let's try it out. Why not? So yeah, I'm recommending just getting a cheap one to start with. And then obviously if you like it and you use it more, then yeah, go for it. Get a more expensive one. So I wanted to get one that that I could have the handle, because you don't have to have the handle. You can just have a normal one. But yeah, I just like, yeah, so you can hear the bouncing in the background, like the wine glasses starting to go bounce. Not a good thing. But you know what they say, and like Vicky, it might actually be really, really good. What's your mother-in-law's name? Did you put it in the chat? I couldn't remember. Libby? Is it Libby? Hey, see you, Doran. How you going? Bye. This would be really good for Libby because they say, okay, let me get down on the ground. Okay, let me just go all the way down like this. Let's go like down. If the phone falls on my head, you know what happened. Oh. Okay, so I'm getting on the bouncer. So they reckon that even like, okay, let me get to a better angle. Just this kind of bouncing is really good for your under your arms or under your legs. But like, just, okay, yeah. I've got bike shorts on, guys, okay? So, but anyway, like you can cross your legs and bounce. But they just say for older people, like, older people, if they were just sitting on here, someone can put their leg on here and bounce. So they're just getting a bit of movement. So I think that's great. So it's going to, like, it's multifaceted. Like, you don't actually have to be really, really fit. You could just be, yeah, bouncing. So anyway, I just thought it's amazing. And then, like, here I am trying to get up. Oh. All right. That was fun. Oh, her name's Patty. Oh, I don't know where I got Libby from. Okay. Well, I reckon you should check it out, Vicky, for Libby. I reckon this would be great because, as I said, like, okay, she's not going to be dancing around and doing these big jumps and things like that. That's what I want to do. But I'll take that outside to do that. But yeah, for older people, I reckon. And like, they just say like this. And like I said, tuck shop arms, the cheeky bits. Happy to help. So anyway, yeah, that's me this morning. I'm just doing, instead of doing walks on the beach all the time, don't get me wrong, I still do walks on the beach all the time, but I'm going to implement, yeah, this guy, because why not? And then like, okay, I get excited, guys. So as soon as I got it together, I obviously went onto YouTube, because we're on YouTube, because at YouTube you get all the information, and basically put in there, you know, rebounding, and so many channels about rebounding. So like, like wild stuff. Like, okay, I'm being careful because I don't want to drop something to happen anyway. But you can just go like, wow, wow, wow. Yeah, that's what the stuff I want to do. But you don't have to be that extreme, okay? You can just be bouncing like this. La 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 la, la 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 la. I mean, you could literally be, reading a book. Talking about my live that I'm going to do with Kathleen, that was my picture that I did from my live with Kathleen. That was my plastic duck and a succulent that was in front of me in a teacup. So yeah. Oh, and of course I've got Carrie. Okay, Carrie. Watercolor with Carrie. So I often say, like, as you know, as a creator, because that's what we are, creators, right? That, you know, it's great that we do lives, but we've also got to go back and look at other people's channels, right? And support them. Hey, Poetic Tears, that's Sandra. How you going? So watercolor with Carrie. I spent a good half an hour looking at Carrie's stuff. And Carrie did like a 30-day challenge, like doing painting for, I think you probably paint every day. But like I said, I couldn't remember exactly what Carrie's channel was about when I saw her jump on one day, because I'm always talking about other people's channels, right? And I said, I'm sure she's pretty good at, you know, watercolors. And Carrie said, oh, you know, I'm okay. She's bloody good. Just saying, okay? She's really good. And if you're interested in watercolor or just inspired to want to do watercolor or art, check out Watercolors with Carrie. So you really inspired me. Like, you were doing like really simple stuff that I thought, I could do that. So Carrie, I want to show you my little, since I was literally just had it here. So normally when I travel, I do my watercolors. I got a little watercolor pencil. Here we go. This is my watercolor pack. My watercolors. My live has just turned into so many different things. I know, sorry guys. No, I'm not sorry. This is just me. This pen is so cool. I'm sure you were talking about this in one of your your videos, Carrie. You put water in it and then you just paint. It's so good. Whoops. Okay. Nothing was hurt. So when I travel, when I was in Samoa in May, that is Samoa, a beach in Samoa, I was painting. So instead of taking a picture or a video, which I do lots of, and we don't print them out anymore, these are my memories. So that was like a beach umbrella. And then I was in Lyon for a wedding, and that was in a park, beautiful flowers, just my memory. And it's just amazing. This is amazing memory, guys. I can't see which is ways up, but I was in Luxembourg, and this is the reflection of these really beautiful colored buildings in the water. This is a bridge. I was literally sitting on this bridge, having a baguette and a cheeky glass of wine while I painted this. It was one of my favorite things to do. And I was doing a live too at the same time. It was great. This was in, I don't know if anyone's, actually Carrie, you probably would have known, you know, Monet. Most people know Monet. So Claude Monet was a famous watercolorist in France. So when I was in Paris in May, I went to his garden, the Monet garden. Amazing. I felt so inspired. When I got outside, I was sitting in the car park waiting for my bus, and I painted a picture. That's his famous bridge, some trees, and some of his garden. It was just, yeah, it might not look much, but to me, it's amazing. And I think artwork to me is you drink wine while you watch Carrie. That's awesome. So that to me, that is Saint Germain. So I was sitting, talking about wine, Vicky. I I was sitting in, I got to bounce to at the same time. I was sitting in a cafe in Paris, in this famous area called Saint-Germain, where they've got like this street, what was it? I can't remember the famous place. VSL? What does VSL stand for? I'm not into brands, but VSL, Cartier, Rolex, this famous street was all the brands are, right? But anyway, it was very pretty. The building across was really nice. That was the street I painted. I love that. I was sitting there having breakfast. Then I asked if I could paint and he said, yeah, no problem. So I had a cup of tea and then I upgraded to a glass of wine, maybe 2 glasses of wine. Then I felt inspired. I went to another place in front of the Parthenon, and that was a little place. This looks like barbecues. They're not barbecues, they're seats or tables. I just can't paint very well, but I really like the greenage. And again, it's my interpretation. I don't care if it's good or bad. I mean, I can give shit to it and say, that looks like a barbecue, but it's mine. So when I went down to Sydney just recently for my sister's 60th birthday, I painted that. I really like this. Guys, we all know what this is, right? Sydney Harbour Bridge. I actually think that's probably one of the best pictures I've done. And guys, I don't know if you can see that there. My last short is of Luna Park. So if you go look at my last short on my page, I do a Dancing with Dora on a Wednesday. It's a dance from Luna Park, and that's underneath the Harbour Bridge. Interesting how it all comes together. And then, this is a special moment, guys. This is my painting, and this is my friend's painting. So before I started YouTube, I wanted to start a YouTube page forever, like most people did. And I uploaded a video and then I ran away because I just didn't understand how it all worked. And I started an Instagram page instead. So my Instagram page is the same as my handle here, Exploradora80. And I do this fun thing on a Wednesday where I do a funny dance. I can't dance, I don't care. Like I said, I can't paint, I don't care. It's my interpretation, it's my fun. And I share it because I think, why did we give up all our fun, right? Like, you know, I might not be 20 something anymore. I'm not even 30 something. I'm not even 40 something anymore. I just turned 50. And I'm going to embrace my age because some people don't even make it to 50, right? So May was when I turned 50. So May was my special month. I went to Samoa for my birthday. Diego paid for that. He shouted that for my birthday. And then I went for a wedding in Lyon, where I went to Paris and Luxembourg. But where am I going with this? Oh, yes. So on Instagram, I've made a lot of friends. Like, you guys are my friends. I love a chat. That's why lives are fun, because I can just have a chat, right? And you just chat to me. And people that don't know me are just like, who the hell are you? Like, go away. I'm like, yeah, go away. I don't care. But the people that like me, like, you know, Mike, he's become my friend. Kathleen's my mate. Vicky's my mate. Carrie's my mate. Doran, that was just on here before, he was my mate. Whoever else is in the background, if I know you, you're my mate. But like what I mean by that is I don't like everyone, obviously. But, you know, there's some people that, you know, they get my craziness and I get your craziness in a good way, right? So anyway, I have a friend on Instagram that did a dance with me, a virtual dance. So she sent me her dance of doing Zumba, and I, in Australia, did a dance of Zumba. Now she's in Paris. So of course, when I went to Paris in May, I had to meet my friend, didn't I? So we went to a park, we had a picnic, we did have some wine, a baguette, some croissants, some cheese, some salami, and some wine. And I said, hey, how about we paint a picture together? So basically, you can come in, babe. Oh, okay, give me a minute. So she goes, oh, I haven't painted for years. I said, don't worry, just paint anything. So anyway, we painted a picture, what was in front of us. That was her picture. And I think she did a really good job. And there was like a church steeple and a building and a park, because we were sitting in a park, and that was the sky. It was lovely. I love it. And that was my interpretation. So again, interpretations are so different. That was my interpretation and that was hers. So yeah, it was a fun, oh yeah, sorry, Deb, my friend, is also my friend, Boostley. Hey, Boostley, how you going? So yeah, that was, and that was because I made friends with them on Instagram. So be warned, if you're my friend in YouTube world, be warned, if I come to your area, I will seek you out. In a good way, okay? You know, anyway. So yeah, hey Deb, so I've got it, and Boostly, this is a new thing I bought. It's called it's a mini trampoline basically. And it's good for your lymphatic, system. And it's good for, like, watch this, Deb, look at this. So Deb, tuck shop arm, right? If I bounce, so, I mean, I should be doing weights, right? And I don't mind weights. I do have some weights, but I'm lazy. I like to walk. So this is my way of having fun while I exercise. I can work my arms. So literally, I'm just going to stand here like this, guys. And even this best bouncing movement, I'm getting some, lymphatic drainage in my body. I'm working my arms. I'm working my legs. I'm working the cellulite. Really, this is really good for women. This is really good for your pelvic floor, just saying. I'm actually going to do a live, and guys aren't invited. And then we'll talk about the things. Yeah, the guns. So yeah, watch the space, guys. Watch the space. So, yeah, so this is me. So anyway, I do need to move this outside, and I will. And that way I'm not going to, break the wine glasses or anything. But I just wanted to get on here this morning. I was going to do a little live just to say hello, let you know that there's going to be hey Kathleen, do you want to drop the link again for the live? And Vicky, do you want to drop your channel in there too? Because I just really would like I said, I was talking about how, Vicky's page inspired me a year later to, organise my mum to get the power of attorney for her. Hopefully you don't wait that long, but that's me. But as I said, we can learn so much from each other's channels, but I just really would love that Vicky has my channel's not serious, guys. I just have fun. I'm about, embracing the moment. That's about my channel, right? But Vicky's channel is serious, serious stuff about serious estate planning and planning for your future, planning for your retirement. So yeah, drop your link before you go, Vicky. Yeah, so anyway, I love this thing. This is so fun. I'm sure it looks random if you're watching this. You're like, what is she doing? Someone before said, are you bouncing on a cucumber? Okay, I won't add any more to that, but I just thought it was funny. But yeah, but the other thing is, it's really, really good. I'm starting to get the turkey neck. Oh, babe, you can go, babe. So there's going to be a bit of noise. Diego's doing some renovations, and his work comes before me mucking around on a live. If it's annoying, just turn off, guys. It's all good. Because I'm just going to sit here and do this for a little while. I don't have to leave till... I'm going to be on a train at... I think 12 o'clock. So I've got another hour up my sleeve to relax. And... yeah, bounce on this. So yeah, just have to have my green juice. So anyway, Boostly, how are you? I have to do exercise as hard as I can. Okay. I think they recommend that you should do exercise about 3 times a week. But yeah, twice a week's good. You're a young person, Boostly, so Boostly's under 16 years of age, so Boostly, you should be out every day. Just saying. I know that actually you love your scooter, so why aren't you out? That's exercise. Boostly, you're not supposed to talk about that stuff, Boostly. I had to get rid of the person that said that. Shh, Boostly. I was having a bit of a joke. So Boostly loves to, he's a scooter person. He loves scooters, and he does quite a few shorts and videos on him riding a scooter. But unfortunately, Boostly is going to leave us in probably December. So in Australia, in December, I can't remember what date, that if you're under 16, was it under 18, Boostly? So I think it's under 16, you're actually not allowed to be on YouTube. They're actually banning you. So there's going to be an age restriction for YouTube in Australia. And it's not overseas, but in Australia it is. I think in the UK also. So yeah, that noise is Diego. So his work comes before me bouncing on this and doing a live. I mean, I can still bounce on this, it doesn't matter, but I could turn my live off. So anyway, I actually really enjoyed this. So how are we, guys? So Mike, you're the first one on the live today. It'll be in the afternoon in Minnesota. Are you fishing this afternoon? What are you up to this afternoon? Oh, that's what I was talking about before. I was going to show you, I did a routine. I won't go hardcore in it because I don't want to break everything, but as simple as this, it was like a 10-minute routine, and it was like toe taps like this. And you can do it high impact if you wanted to, but it could be as simple as toe taps. And then it was like twists. So you can hear that bouncy noise. And then it was like, oh God, I think it was running like this. Running. What else was there? I don't know, I can't remember. I was watching the YouTube thing anyway. So yeah, YouTube's full of great information, I gotta say. But yeah, good for the neck, face. So you watch this is gonna be all snatched, man. Snatched. I don't know. But you know what? It's gonna be fun. And look, yeah, I mean, it's exercise, and what a fun way to exercise. Like, that's what they say. If you can find something you like to do exercise-wise, do it. Because like, for example, Boostly, he's under 16. He loves scootering. That's getting outside. He's doing jumps and flips. So like, it's great, you know? I love walking and hiking. It's good for my soul. So I like to do that, so I do that. But I think it's when people don't like walking, or they don't like going to gym, they don't like sweating, and they just don't like exercising, so they just don't find it fun. So I guess it's finding something. Like, I know rowing, like Vicky says she's got a rowing machine, so she obviously likes rowing. I just think this is great. Like, most people can jump on this, even if you're not really fit or anything, like just bouncing like this, literally. That's all I'm doing. And that's apparently working something. I mean, I look weird, but that's okay. So, what here? Yeah, so Carrie, I couldn't tell you the actual YouTube channel I'm following. Like, I literally got this rebounded 2 days ago and literally pulled it out of the machine and got Diego to put it all together. And it's sitting in my dining room where it's not gonna permanently live here, but I was just playing with it here. But obviously I'm excitable. So as soon as I got it working, I literally went onto YouTube and like, okay, what are these things I can do? And there's a million channels, millions of channels. I'm not one of those channels. If you're just watching this for starters, I'm not a rebounding channel. I'm not an exercise channel. Don't follow me for any information about that stuff, because you won't get it here. I just do it because I like it. I like walking. I'm normally walking on the beach where you guys normally see me. But this morning I wasn't going to go to the beach because yesterday I went to the state fair or state show and did lots and lots of walking. So I'm tired, and today I'm going to do the same thing again with another client. So I felt like I needed to move. I felt like I needed to get some energy going. So this is another thing. It's really good for your energy. So this morning I was literally lying on my bed going, oh, I normally do Pilates in the morning. I cancelled that. But I thought, you know what? I need to get out. I need to do something. I knew that if I went down to the beach, I would do lots of walking. And I said I just needed to chill. So this is me chilling. Yeah, Deb, you have Kmart there. I bought this at Kmart for $70, which was $35 US. So I'd recommend, I don't recommend anything, sorry. I don't recommend anything. But what I did was personally, I wasn't gonna go buy an expensive one because you could buy one for like $100 US, $200 US if you wanted to. Like there's some fancy ones, right? Probably better quality, but I went and got one from Kmart because it was cheap, because if I don't use it or it ends up on the footpath to giving it away to someone, I've only lost $35 and not $100, or it becomes a very expensive clothesline like that. So yeah, that's why I bought a cheap one to start with. So if in 3 months' time I still have it and I'm still using it, I would like to get a better quality one. Diego, he's physically fit, as in like he's a carpenter, builder. So he's always going up and down ladders and stuff like that, but he doesn't exercise. Like I'm always at him like, go for a walk. He's like, oh, I walk all day with work. I said, it's not the same. So I'd like to see him on here and do some jumping, because he can sit, like literally our TV's just there. We could be like this. He could have one there, I could have one here. We could hold hands and we could just watch TV, jumping. I could have a glass of wine in my hand. I mean, I'm not promoting that, but you know, you could. So anyway, moral of my story is this one is only got a capability of 100 kilos. I don't know what that is in other metrics, but 100 kilos. I mean, I'm not skinny, but I'm tall. I weigh, how much do I weigh? I think I weigh about 80 kilos. So I don't know what that is in pounds, guys, but I'm nearly at the limit, right? It's not a child's one, but I'm not at the limit, but you know, if I put some more weight on, I could still jump on it. Diego is over 100 kilos, so he can't jump on this. So if I bought a more expensive one, he could use this. But again, I didn't want to buy an expensive one because I probably, like many things, you know, you try things and then you don't use them. Okay, so Deb, then I probably suggest getting a better quality one, because one from Kmart, let's face it, Kmart is cheap and nasty. I mean, it's not always nasty, but it is cheap. But just looking at it, it's okay. But if you're going to use it every day, I'd probably suggest getting a better quality one. That's it. That's what, yeah, bone density. So that's another reason, because I've hit the age of 50 and I need to think about bone density. Like I said, I've got osteoporosis in my left knee. So apparently that's age thing. And I'm only 50, so I'm apparently a bit young to have that. So yeah, I need to up my bone density, and you know, vitamin D, all the vitamins and stuff like that. I'm starting to take all those things, calcium. But it all comes back to eating properly, right? Lots of greens, protein. Okay, again, I'm not going to spruik all that stuff because I'm not a, hey, see you, Bruce Lee. I'm not a dietitian or any of that kind of person. I should have a disclaimer, don't follow me. But yeah, I'm just encouraging you that, yeah, get one of these if you want to. They're fun. Like I said, you normally see me at the beach doing a jumping for joy. This is my version today at home. Sorry, the noise in the background is my partner. He's on his tools, he's building our deck, basically. Yeah, so it's hard for me to maintain, like I really want to jump higher, but because, as I said, I will be walking around a lot today in the sun. I can't wait. I'm going to the Brisbane show, another day. So yeah, I'll be doing a lot of walking today. So there's no reason for me to do, you know, jumps and boings, boing, 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 boing. I'm just gonna literally just bounce just for the lymphatic. And it makes me feel good, I've got to say. I'm going to be honest, I'm happy. It's a bit hard to be sad when you're like, you know, bouncing away. Just saying. And like I've got to say, it stretches everything out. It just feels really good. Just saying. I feel good. Na 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 na. I knew that I would. Na 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 na. Feel good. Feel good. Okay, I'm not bouncing high. Okay, sure. Calm down. So yeah. So anyway, I want to tell you, yesterday at the show, so fun. I will tell you about it because I bet you any money I don't edit a video for it. I did take videos, but like everything I do in my life at the moment, I take videos and I go, oh yeah, that'll make a really good video for YouTube. And then I don't do a video. I mean, I will. I don't know when though. Like at the moment on my laptop, I have about 4 videos I'm editing. There's one from Samoa, there's one from Luxembourg, there's one from Ibiza, and there's one from the weekend where I went hiking. And while I'm on the train today, I'm gonna try to edit a video that I made, like I videoed yesterday from the show. But whether or not I upload it is another thing. Does it matter? No, not really. Okay, calm down. So anyway, that's me. Anyone got any information to tell me what they've been up to? Want to share what they're up to? Oh, that's right, I'll go on again. Guys, we're doing a live tomorrow, Kathleen's Place, and myself. Mike, you would have heard it. Boostley's gone. Vicky said that she'll jump on it. Carrie, we're doing a live tomorrow. We're going to be painting. I don't know what I'm going to paint. Oh, that's what I was going to paint. The turtle. Remember Mike? The turtle that was on the big wall and that nice house on the beach? I'm going to paint a turtle tomorrow. So if you'd like to see me paint a turtle, that's what I'm doing on Kathleen's page. And Kathleen's going to ask me some fun questions. You're getting ready for bed. Okay. Isn't it interesting, hey? So what time is it, Mike, in Minnesota? Oh, no, it's all right, Carrie. So, Kathleen, are you there? Do you want to drop the link? So, Carrie, are you following Kathleen's Place? Because it won't be on my channel, but it's... See, I don't know the actual time zone for everyone. So, if Kathleen drops the link, she did have it. It's 7:30 at night, okay, for Mike. So Carrie's in Iowa. So Minnesota, Iowa's here. Is that how it works, or is it higher? Where is Paul? Did not see any falling meteorites. So very upset, but tired. Oh, Deb. So Deb Warwick is my friend. She's from Spring, Texas. And she was up last night till 4 a.m. in the morning, I think, wanting to see the meteorite showers. So unfortunately, she didn't see them. Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry that you didn't see that, Deb, because I know you were really excited about that. Okay, so Minnesota, Iowa. What's next to Iowa in each state? Outside. Okay, you're following. Okay, perfect. So, Carrie, so Kathleen's channel, what you'll find on Kathleen's channel, Kathleen is from Canada. She's from Saskatchewan. I can't say it right. But she posts about her journey of life, her relationships, her struggle with her health. So Kathleen's cooking salmon at the moment with mixed veggies. Oh my gosh, beets. Oh my God. Can I come for dinner, Kathleen? I'd love that for lunch. Actually, I haven't had breakfast yet, so I'd have that for breakfast. So, and Kathleen's Kathleen's got into artwork she has I can never say that word either, fibromyalgia. I nearly got it right, fibromyalgia. And she has chronic fatigue. So when she's like down for the count, she found art, because otherwise all she's going to be doing is watching TV. So she started doing acrylics. So she's, got into doing artwork. And so we basically started talking about how I love doing art, but I only seem to do it when I'm on holidays. And she said, oh, how about we do it live? Sorry about the noise, guys. If you click on that link, you'll be able to click onto it and it'll tell you what time in your time zone it's on. So like I said, it's 11 o'clock my time zone in Brisbane on Saturday morning, but it'll be on Friday night in the Northern Hemisphere. It's on Kathleen's channel, but when I go live with Kathleen, it'll come on my channel too. So it'll notify people that I'm on live, but just so that you know, be prepared. Sorry, I'm just dying. yeah. So anyway, we're going to do, oh, okay, that's good. I'm glad that's not that bad. So yeah, as I said, Kathleen, check out Carrie's page, because I was, talking about Carrie the other day, and you know how I'm trying to introduce people's pages, and Carrie's like going, hey, it probably is the lymphatic zone. Isn't this amazing? You're seeing it firsthand. I should get a code, like a discount code. Yes, fibromyalgia, that thing. So anyway, I was talking about Carrie's page, and I said, Carrie does watercolors. She's really good. I said, I can't remember off the top of my head one of your posts right this minute. And she goes, oh, I'm not that great or something. And I said, I think you're better. I think you're pretty good. Anyway, so I go onto her page to support her channel, because I'm a good YouTuber. I try to give it back. Like, you guys might be watching me, but I've got to also give it back by watching your stuff too. So I was watching some stuff with Carrie's, and I'm like, she's better than good. She's actually really good. Like, really good. And she was like teaching us, she did a ladybug. Oh my God. Maybe that's what I'll do, the ladybug. Yes. I'm going to do, okay, I've just gone from doing a turtle to a ladybug. But Carrie, I'm going to do the ladybug. Yes, we're doing the ladybug. If you would like to know how to do a ladybug, watch Kathleen's live, and I'm going to be watching Carrie's live just before I do the live with Kathleen to remember how to do the ladybug. There you go. Yeah, Carrie, that's that. I like simple. Yeah. Cool. Well, I think I'm probably, okay, I've nearly been an hour. That's probably enough, guys. I really don't probably need to jump any longer. Oh, am I? You'll love that. It does make a bit of a noise, making a little ticking noise. Can you hear that ticking noise? Oh, it's not that bad, is it really? So look, I've effectively been draining my lymph nodes and, well, sometimes working on my muscles. But you can only imagine like what's happening. Like, I mean, I started coughing then. That could be because I'm draining my lymph nodes. But I'm thinking it's helped all my lymph nodes, and it's, helping the, the cellulite bits. And like, while we're doing this, I'm holding my pelvic floor up. I'm holding my pelvic floor up, working my pelvic floor. Just saying, ladies. So Mike's agreeing with Carrie that I'm jumping to the beat of Diego's construction. If we could be like I could be a DJ. He could be bang, bang, bang. I could be like bang, bang, bang. And then the wine glasses can go clang, clang, clang. Yeah, could be like a DJ. Mike, if you're thinking that, I'm going to do some fun stuff with like dance music, you're thinking right. Okay, stop bouncing. Okay, see you, Carrie. I'm going to finish off anyway. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow if you're around on the live. See how I go with my ladybug. You need to paint a peach Bellini drink for whose wedding? Someone asked me to paint a peach Bellini drink for their wedding. Oh, cool. On a big picture? Cool. Love that. I'm sure you're going to take a video or a short for that. That'd be cool. All right. Well, my nephew's wedding. Okay, that's nice. I'd love to see that picture. Bonjour. Je m'appelle Dora. Hello, how are you? G'day, mate. I'm just bouncing on a trampoline. Not my normal thing, but here I am. Having a chat with my friends. So guys, who else is there at the moment? Bye, Carrie. See you later. We'll see you tomorrow. Hey, Carrie. Have fun painting a Bellini drink. That sounds amazing. So Mike, oh, thanks, Mike. I just saw that. That noise is probably just your knees. Oh, you'll keep, Mike. You'll just keep. Just saying. Just saying. So Kathleen, I'll jump off the live, and if you're around, oh no, you must have fixed it, have you? So I'll ask you on your live on here. So I was going to get on the back end of StreamYard with Kathleen, who I'm doing the live with tomorrow. So we were trying to schedule it so that it's on her page so people can see it. But I'm thinking you have fixed it because you're just sharing in the comments. Is that correct, Kathleen? And Deb, you're still really tired because you stayed up pretty much all night to see the meteor shower. That didn't happen. Sorry, didn't they say it's over a period of time? Like, I thought they said from the 22nd to maybe the 27th. So I think, isn't it over a period of time? Like, was there a chance that every night you could see it? Bye, bye, Miss America Pie. Donna Chevy to the levee. Donna. Okay, I can't just be normal. I know. Sorry. So, Mike, if you can see some Dancing with Doras coming up, like doing something strange on this, it'll happen. So, Kathleen, do you need my assistance anymore? Just asking. I'm just working my pelvic floor while I do this. You are a beautiful person. Oh, merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Okay, well, I think I'm going to go, guys. Good to chat with you, Mike. You have a good evening. Have a nice sleep. It's tomorrow, Friday for you, the end of the week for you. You don't work on the weekends, do you? Do you just work a normal Monday to Friday? Deb, I'll see you later. Hopefully you can catch us tomorrow on the live, Deb. Mike, I'll catch ya. DD, thank you very much. Anyway, see ya. Au revoir. Au revoir. No. How do you say that in Spanish? Hasta luego. Oh, yeah, Deb, isn't it nice to be actually outside and just look at the stars and just, yeah, say goodnight to your family in heaven? That's kind of nice. This is my last weekend, starting a new job, 80 hours a week. Oh my God, you're going to start a new job doing 80 hours a week? That's a lot. Hasta la vista. Hasta la vista, baby. Yeah, 80 hours a week is a lot of hours, Mike, just saying. Like, that's not good for your mental health, just saying. Just thinking about you. I mean, if you're doing 80 hours a week, you can't do all the things you like to do, like fish. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, Mike. I mean, Kathleen. Hasta luego, but I'm not saying it right. Hasta luego. 10-hour days, no days off. What the hell do you not have days off, Mike? That's criminal. That's what I don't understand. Everything in America has gone up. Can't afford to live. I know that's really sad, Mike, but at the same time, okay, that's probably another channel, but like, honestly, working 10 hours a day, every day, like mentally, you're going to be, that's not good. That's not fair for you. Anyway, thinking about you, Mike, I hope that you win lotto. Okay, or I hope they give you a pay increase so that you can only do 5 days a week and have 2 days off. And Kathleen, hopefully you have a nice sleep tonight. Well, you will have a nice sleep tonight because I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.